Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Shining Adventures in the TARDIS with the author, Press Call.
The
Who?
handsome one.
Ah, yes, indeed. I'm saying if everything is fine, other than my voice, which is never fine. But it seems everything should be okay. Same as this day saying that my microphone is not on. Doesn't matter. You can hear me. That's all that matters. So, here I am. Hi, welcome.
Hello. Good to see you again.
And today we are gonna have some sneaking mission. We will hear. I'm already waiting for a voice and someone yelling, Swift, Swift, Swift.
My cabbages.
It's our snake. Because there is no way you can sneak around if you are going to the royal place, not letting Vizier know that you are here. I mean, Mirage didn't do that, so it is possible.
Right.
But there was a discussion for that. That's why she retired.
She was described to be a super spy even among changelings.
I mean, we know that changing can actually turn into inanimate objects as well, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which was also established in her previous... Right, I think she described it, disguised as a pocket watch or something?
Yeah? Maybe they can...
And maybe a young version of Trixie prior to that, melting into the floor and wall.
It was the only real being that the other paintings were not even real, they were just illusions.
Magician's trick.
So, I'm pretty sure we don't need happy music right now.
It would be so cool if you could play music from Metal Gear Solid, but...
We can't.
I know, yeah.
Not yet, Danger.
Actually, the first scene I would describe is a military type music, if you can, like a military march, if you can find anything like that.
I mean, the first thing comes to mind, which I can play again, is Command and Conquer.
That's what I'm thinking. Insofar as themes, you start with a marching song, and then it moves on to sneaky song.
I don't think we have a marching sound ready for this.
Failing all of that, I would say it's just something not too distracting. Whoa.
There you go.
But I'm not sure how long it is.
There's your marching sound.
There you go. Yeah, let's go for it.
Part 11. Sneaking through the Royal Palace. Internally, it still cracks me up to think of Captain Rimbaud when we came out to meet him while he was marching his way, along with his own army of guards, to meet us. The Captain truly expected to surprise us with his arrival, which is why he was very good of guard when we showed up to meet him instead. Moreover, Princess made it clear that her intention was to finally resume her attack to the main palace as the original plan. Why I'm going to plan it. Then, before the mod in the Michael. And with her is her own possession of God, of which I am hiding among them. I am in there as well. I might be sus, because I'm wearing a different suit. Let's look at the armor I'm wearing, which was worn by several guards across a bunch of generations. I now have the matter for the tool to save my outward amusement, and getting you was initial reaction to seeing yours. I have also immediately absorbed enough of the discipline of those who once wore this armor, within among the rest of the gods preferably. Objection, you are Saudi Arabian. Saudi Arabian.
Well, those who wore the armor weren't, or probably weren't. So yeah, he's getting the empathic impressions of those who wore the armor.
Yeah, you definitely look different, even with the armor. We have seen all the Saudi Arabians have a very different fit.
I see what you mean. Maybe the armor could be adjusted.
I mean, who's to say that that they don't have a Saudi Arabian god? Maybe there was one. I mean, I assume there at least was one of them, because otherwise it wouldn't really fit.
It could even be a equestrian who, from a family who recently immigrated from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah? Isn't that the out of conscious training, out of conscious movement? I think I even fooled the rest of the business as a possession. I even fooled myself. Like this is really helping me to calm my nerves as I observe the proud and stoic nature of those who wore this armor before me. What happens if the one who wore this armor was a naive mate?
Then he might absorb at least some of that, but the armor was actually worn by multiple ponies, and they tended to have a trend.
What if the one who wore the armor was actually only in the army because he wanted to overtake the throne?
Then he would absorb that. It'd be whatever the truth is.
Yeah. It does not grant my fears completely. Note who once wore this armor and had enough training to hide their true emotion, and to some degree, it didn't weaken their fear somewhat. There was a pervasive sense of duty that subdued their fears, but there are still times when they still panic. This is particularly true that things do not go according to plan. If things are, the god can remain totally impassive in the face of pretty much anything. But if something does go enormously wrong, that the training did not prepare them for, like a ruler of a long-lost empire coming back to life, then they heard about, like the chickens with their heads cut off, because the prior training provided them pretty tight television, and probably the armor is giving them television as well, because they don't get to see out from it.
Oh yeah.
Immovable and unshakable within certain limits, on the opposite of adaptable, beyond the region outside of the base thinking, inside of the main box thing.
Remember Fluttershy complained about that once about the mask? But what if I need to see to the light or the left of me?
Yeah. I didn't even think about how to march information along with the rest of the guard as we made our way to the royal place. In fact, I understand that if I did think about it, that my information march we start to sleep in. And looking at those questioning, I'm going to reflex more looking at me all the way down on the floor.
It's kind of like, you know how you punch in some passwords and your fingers know what to do if you've not, when your brain is kind of like, I forgot.
I mean, at work, I still don't know my password. My finger not.
Right. Yeah, well, it's something like that. When he's wearing this armor, he knows how to march as long as he doesn't think about it.
The main thing I can remember is like, when you climb a tree and you don't know how you went up.
Okay.
When you are in danger. I see you closer to our destination, a deep set of hotel, here with me. I didn't also show it, but I knew most of the problem of trouble. With the smarty. Today at our destination. A lot is riding on the line with this mission too. Perhaps even the fate of the world. Yet with that Pasha has some very sinister plan. And he had enough time and influence to really make a serious impact. Yeah, for now all he wants is to become a suicide. But what next?
He just wants to take over the world. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? I just wanted to be friends with everybody. But there was a difference that everyone had magic, so I had to take it away. And now only I can do it.
Come on! He's a nice guy.
Missing some assets and web abilities, he receives control of Celestial as top. If he does, he will tell any pony else in the world to never have to have the sun or moon rise, or set in the area. In the way, will be devastating to that nation, and likely the world as a whole. We need to want to think about the world sounds cliche, but it's so scary to think how close this guy is securing this result exactly. If he succeeds, the sun might as well never rise anywhere again, because surely the world may become the epitome of joyless. And then, there is Princess Ariana. I don't think she would want to live in the world controlled by such an diabolical monster, especially as the wife of said monster. It's too antithetical to her own nature, and I love her enough to be deeply affected by the prospect. I love her. I love this nation. I cannot let him win. But what can I do? I'm just a thief at the moment. All of this simply reminds me of the consequences of failure, about the likelihood that it will, for it is the home turf of our opponents we are marching to. We have had enough time to secure things in their favor. They had enough time. And the main power made. The only thing that doesn't assure me is the presence of Pisistasia and the Doctor. In the other case, I have glimpsed into his past enough to reveal how he tends to win, even against overwhelming odds. He rolls the dice. That's how he wins. All the time. In order to figure out precisely how he tends to do it, maybe I require a pony as well as him. Otherwise, I will just have to trust him. Maybe you will have to see the future for it. Million plans in order to succeed requires every individual component of it to do their own part faithfully and successfully. To that end, I have my own part to play, which I feel the pressure of pressing down on my shoulders, pressing into the pit of my stomach. Thank goodness I'm wearing this armor, or else I might have not been able to at least consider my going in one panic. I might even become like the police in the inn. Mad. The armor is keeping me together. In addition to fear, a wave of nostalgia also passes through me when we cross the threshold into the royal palace. Looking about wherever nobody looking at me, I can shake how familiar the space is to me, which further assures me that I am indeed cast through the Lapmore Almaster. I had this huge and important wall behind me, and now I can't recall it. I think that the gate of memories that I'm missing is suddenly feels nothing. Wouldn't the memories come back by just being here? If you know the place is in one item, right?
The odds are higher, especially with his psychic empathy, empathic prescience, where he thinks he touches.
And here's about how well the plan is going so far. I mean, yeah, but the question is, whose plan is going well? Your plan
Mm.
or Vitia's? Because the plan might be to let you in, so you can go out.
Maybe both.
I mean, Vitia wanted to assess it from here, so
Yep.
it's all gonna depend. And expecting some bullying along the way to and me with suspicion when there is something you know about me. Despite all of my success with disguises before, and for the reason they tend to work, I'm still super nervous to be called in the school this time primarily because of how important it is for our mission to succeed. But no, that is not what happened. Nobody, not even Gamebot gave me a second look. It would be funny if Gamebot noticed him immediately and he dared not to look at him, otherwise it would raise suspicion.
Mm.
And he recognizes him. In fact, it seems to me that I am especially overlooked.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was wondering if that you think that would confirm your suspicion.
And the only reason I can think of, if, other than this, if the doctor gave him a ring of unsuspectability.
Perception filter? Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe so because of how similar I look and like another god. There's just something about appearance and mannerism that makes it difficult to tell us apart. Our helmet, which hides our main colors, is a partial contributing factor. And also that you are white as well. And we know that most of them are.
Yeah, whenever you put on this armor, you become white.
I mean, his hide already was white.
It was only later seasons where that function of the armor started to malfunction.
Yeah, the somebody called this happened. But I think that's only the thought of it. It's weird. But the average glad I make to the rest of the world god. Also, the color of my eye, it gives me think that we are all just a bunch of identical clones. You know what I'm bringing up, right?
Thinking of two things, actually. That was kind of one of them.
What's another one?
The Royal Guards of MLP. Um, and as far as that one's concerned, I was close. I was thinking of the clone troopers instead of the stormtroopers. The stormtroopers are actually not clones, but they do wear identical armor. That makes them look identical.
No, here's the question. Which one was more successful? The Stormtroopers or the Royal Guard of Gandalf?
Since the stormtroopers are not clones, though, you wonder if there was ever an individual who's like especially tall or fat or especially small and thin that easily stands out among the rest of the troops, despite the armor. Besides, there's other species too. Actually, the Empire was pretty darn racist against every race that wasn't human. So yeah, I think their army might have been 100% human as a policy.
No, the
But
Stormtroopers.
even among humans, though, we have some differences in shapes and sizes.
But there were the
Even
Stormtroopers as well.
the clones, though, were identical. I mean, on a genetic level. So if they all had the exact same shape and size, it made sense for them.
Yeah? But, yeah, think about it. The Stormtroopers and the Stormtroopers, they were bad, but they had more success than the Royal Guard ever had in the show.
I guess so. Yeah.
When we do make it further into her place, I shall start my final wave of planning and launch it into the next important phase of my role. That is, I've been away from the rest of the gods. If I wasn't efficient enough until now I am. From this point forward, the rest of my mission is on my own.
So now that we're going on to the sneaking part of the mission, we can get away from this lullaby music and go for
Yeah,
super sneaky.
it shows through. There you go.
That works.
Then about me that about needing to reach a kind of armor in a hidden place in one of the rooms at the royal place. But it simply makes so much noise for that operation. And also it is bright yellow.
Yeah.
It also means abandoning any physical or psychological effects the armor was providing. In addition to the combating it would have provided. I mean, you would have had left the leg guard on.
That's an interesting thought.
My only consolation now is an internal promise that I may return that armor might be the test as possible if we manage to secure my return to the tomb first. And rather than getting of that we see that that is our nation. I know where I hid that armor and make sure to keep a mental note of it. I mean, if you fail to get your throne back, that means you failed the mission and Celestia might not need a real god anymore.
Yeah. Or she might need it, especially need it.
It could be more ideal if I played it out with something that wouldn't seem out of place here. But there are drawbacks to that plan too. I am not planning on wearing a maid outfit. Yeah, even if I find one, yeah, that would be a little bit out of place if you were doing that. I am pretty good doing these guidance, but I think I would need to be a little extra prepared to make that situation work. So you are saying the video have only maids and no servants. So it is better to hide entirely. but need melanin as much as I can. Or do you mean to say that you had only made when you were a sultan and no servant? Yes, and I keep moving in and out of my rooms and meet along the way, or hide me at anything else I can find, like long curtains. To add mere curtains in the rooms, I still had the tool that was the one provided me for me, and that is historic screwdriver. I almost asked how do you know how to use it, then I hear about his ability of knowing how to use it.
Yeah, that really comes in handy in this case because without that knowledge, that tool would be complicated to wield to the level of proficiency that the doctor wielded it.
Yeah. Normally he wouldn't trust that loading a tool is complex and must tie to any other pony, but I just happen to have a knack for absorbing the talent of the previous owner of any tool I touch. After that, I have to know how to wield this tool professionally, and certainly enough to bypass other looks, at least if they are not smooth enough. To a certain extent, I must also use creativity, adaptability, and intelligence. See if any of those traits specifically involve utilizing this tool. So you are saying if he gets into the TARDIS, he can go away with it.
Uh, well, he only has the sonic screwdriver right now, but yeah, if he got into the TARDIS and touched the controls, he might be able to absorb
I
the
mean,
skills
no,
of the
he
pilot.
doesn't even need to do that. He already has the sonic screwdriver. So he already knows the doctor's item, skills.
Yep.
Then there is also plenty to absorb as well. Because it seems he has also been in his adventures, and in so for centuries. Now also the question is, does the skill go away when he loses the item?
I typically yes, unless he trained with it so much it becomes his own memories.
In one of the rooms, I duck in for cover. I get the extra, I get the extra surprise. Hey, listen, it's me. Hey, listen, hey.
Sin.
That is because of the familiar young sounding voice. That must be Nepal. Uh, wait, what was her name? Oh yeah, no. I
I
mean,
also yeah okay.
she's Nepal as well, right? If we think about that. Or would she be all of us? So I don't know how names work in that, but
Changed over time.
no, it can be. I look at my shoulder as quietly come back. That's all in the new. Oh,
Oh, that's
very,
why.
very
That's
soft.
why. You're right. That's why the surprise. Arielza would have been a little more expected here.
I mean, oh yes, I wouldn't call him system either. If I think about that.
You know, weeks ago I had this prediction. You might consider this suspicious in this chapter.
I mean, I already said it in the very first moment that Hester appeared. That
Yep.
he is a built-in pony.
Yep.
When he tries to be room, Rasta pops his head out of the curtain. He's hiding me in and gave me a wave. I just closer to him and make as possible as I can. What are you doing here, Hector? And how did you get in here? Sneaking into a rare place out of the nation is no easy defeat. I did not sneak in. I came in. I was invited by a monster. As for your first, I had training on how to be a good thief. You saw that, remember? That's like what they remind me. The expert told me to clean my lips, and now I'm going to a strong mix of emotions. Also, it is especially and pride, or somebody I need to care about, and just like into a very dangerous situation right now. And he is a fool at that. And he is a fool for that as well. This past night it is putting even more pressure on my shoulders. Thus, I have to say there are some advantages in being a fool. That's our end. We can fit into small places, for example, and then get overlooked, even when somebody is not possessed. Okay, I think I quite like that. That is just motive next. Why are you here?
I wonder if he were to join the Crusaders, if he was suddenly grown up and like, all it takes is being big.
Well, this is being small. I thought I look stolen, I admit. I'm here because of what the doctor said. I'm not even surprised that he was eavesdropping. For me, if I remember, I told you that he never left.
You did theorize at the time. Yes, I do recall that.
When you told me to take off, I didn't take off at all. He had chosen not to even know on the rest of the conversation. Of course. I came and I moved to the brief of my model. It's just my eyesight. And he said a bunch of things I would normally find incredible if it wasn't so alarming. As I goes on in the same volume. And you know, I put my eyes again, I got him, and lowered my hook back to the floor. I mean, aliens from outer space? Wowzy wow wow! How I'm whispering that. And not just one of them, but at least two. One of which is producing real material right now, which might explain why he has been in such a pain. It looks like suddenly. I'm trying to recall, did the doctor even mention the master to the master? No, right?
No, not the master, but he did mention the fact that the vizier was possessed,
Yeah.
and the fact that it wasn't really a vampony. It was actually an alien.
Yeah, there is one proof of for Sweetbooth because he definitely knows about the master because they shook hands.
Well,
Who
all he knows about the master is whatever absorbed and kept from the memories of the doctor.
I mean, and it is a very recent memory that the master is here. That's all he needs to know.
One more thing. Sometimes the tool was wielded against the master, the sonic screwdriver, and he currently has that, so absorbing some of the memories of it too.
Yeah, so people knows about master being here, but not Hessa at least.
No. He does not know that the master is here. What he does know is he exists.
Yeah.
And he primarily existed in the human universe. But the doctor did encounter him at least once since
I
then.
mean, he
So
doesn't
there's
know
a.
that the master is here. He doesn't know he is the master. He's seen him, remember?
Okay. Well, yeah, he met him.
Yeah, and he knows he's here. He just doesn't know he is that one.
Right. Thinks it's the grinning ghost. Might be a ghost.
I mean, he kind
So
of is.
what you need to do is yank a term from another one. Say zoinks.
Lying. There's an expression gets a lot more somber when he goes on to quiet and say. So you literally said that until now he was not saying anything correctly. The one was literally yelling. What you said me that the most is hearing him tell you who you really are. I mean, that is kind of neat and all, but what if by remembering who you were, you forgot who you have become since then? That's not how it works. Memories are not being overwritten, they are being remembered.
It's a fool to saying that, though. He might still be worried about it because he's not
Yeah.
really aware of how things work.
He tried to thought eyes as he asked me. Does that mean you refer as well about me too? That's how. No. Are you sure as I see him inside her? I can never forget you. And after everything we have been through together. I think the last flight. Besides, I made certain important promises to you. But you forgot about your previous life. That's a muffled voice remind me. How can you be sure it won't happen again? Except in your word. It won't. Trust me on this. I assure my family. His response to that is silence. Silence! I see you! Since I am telling with him, I can sense he wants to believe me, but the sheer degree of that which you lose without me is too frightening. To entire ignore either. Also, that his silence might actually mean that someone is coming as well. Remember, you are supposed to be hiding. The
Well,
way
for the moment, they're hiding in a room that's empty except for the two of them.
yeah, but if I saw he is someone coming this way, then he would obviously go silent.
Yeah, probably pop right back into the closet he was hiding from. Okay, now
Yep.
it's a spooky palace.
Nice, very nice. The way is also explained. Oh yeah, let's go back to the other one.
Are you sure it's not haunted?
I mean, there's a slight ghost in here.
Yeah, that song was actually good when they were on the fourth floor of the Monomory Inn.
Let me if I can find something. Yeah, not detecting. Just a background noise. The way it also explains his presence here. He is here to remind me about his existence, yet he also wants to have. After all, if I fail this mission, he will lose me anyway. This is later what I said about Celestia and the armor. At this point, I understand him, and it must be better, but I am still stuck with the dilemma. What do I do with him? There's no way I'm willing to raise the house of a taxi or a fall and is here. But he is here now, so it's too late to complain about the fight. Since I can also tell him the determination to be here, which is motivated by a deep sense of fear and love. I can tell that I will be wasting my time trying to convince him to leave on his own without the overwhelming effort on my part to convince him. And I just don't have time for that right now. Besides, if I even did convince him to go, I'd be too nervous to let him out of my sight right now. Also, when he leaves, he may get captured behind my back. It's a miracle that he hasn't occurred already. Also, note to self, when I get this royal place under my control again, I need to find out how he stuck into his place among those leaks. Even me a fool was able to see into the main place, main royal place of our nation, then indicates an army less of security somewhere. Sometimes it just takes a former thief to it, and there are three, all the flaws in security in this place. Yep. I might not want to be too slow. No. Just in case, I want to use some of the gaps myself. In that case, I can just construct my own capacity rate. I guess I put my eyes open. Wait a second. What if I own London? Are there capacity rates in this whole place and actually exploit? If so, it might be capacity rate that even the organization himself might not know about. Yeah! Only if I can remember. In that case, there is no way. I can do my voice here. At the same time, it's the same place I can throw away this whole for the time being. But for the reflection, what answer came to most questions? The way, as for several reasons, is the option I didn't want to exploit it. But my max is the corner now. I have to do this. In this case, I know one way you can have. A partial lie to my beloved friend. Anything, just say the word. You just say the word. And I saw memes enthusiastically. Come with me, and me thinking about it, I miss him. Then leave, this is my royal place, but the majority of the police here don't know that yet. After they do, they are under the command of the Galvadia, and he is not really our friend right now. As such, let's not get close. I mean, he's right that he's not our friend, but he might be his friend, Resta's friend. You got it! Resta acknowledged the power salute, and commenced the singing mission. Basu.
I believe this is the final scene of the chapter. I think it's the longest of the three. Oh, there you go. Jinkies.
I mean, it would be almost perfectly fine if Resta is actually the militant person. Yeah, just happy music, right? Having made it to where I intended to go, at least for the moment, I hesitate before making the final knock on this door. Do I really wish to involve her? I think I'm thinking, if I do involve her, how much should I expect? I mean, she already is involved because you are here. And the media wants to marry her, so
Yep. Probably for two reasons.
Rosie take here for the moment. That's like one tells me that keeps the vigilant scan on the hallway we just goes through. But it can change at any moment. We actually exposed where we are standing. So whatever you are going to do, make it fast. The situation is so crazy that for a brief moment, I should go to the tire and stop. To be one of my gods, because he really is keeping such a good vigilant watch over anything else in this hallway. It kind of doesn't make sense why a thief threat other would be thieves. Yeah, maybe I consider that more seriously after it goes off, and if it goes into shows next for this. In the meantime, I need to make sure he gets a fair chance to go off first. But I'm already a grown up.
Just thought of something funny about this next paragraph. Go ahead.
The final sigh, and then they have on the I know what. Which more telepaths than behind sound behind us. I mean, yeah, if you are rapping on the door loudly, then yeah, open up the
He
door.
just,
It is me.
yo, 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 this is the door that I'm rapping on right now.
I mean, what if you actually make some kind of mechanism that actually reacts to a certain theme that you have to rap, and that's why not bad.
Turns out they get caught by the guards, but they dance along with the rap too, because they just can't help it.
After all, until now, we have remained successful as Nikki. So we remain sneaky as Nikki. I just had no but the meat was with Betty. For multiple reasons. You are even doing the meat when you're looking for the rap. Other meat fears outside the door, yet other parts of me fear that I did not have or the door loud enough to be done. It's getting funnier and funnier. If I look at this corner, will it attract other opposite attention in this hallway? I mean, there is one reason why she might not be willing to open it. If she thinks that it is the real video, will you think? Accessory is right about one thing. Because it's clear for the moment, but it can change at any time. Hey, if there is no one nearby, they will not hear the knocking to begin with. Probably no matter how loud you are knocking. Look at me stand here, I suppose like this, you get a little scared. Come in! With the voice on the other side of the door, which momentarily makes me swoon. They open the door, and it is gonna be the girl with her laying in her bed, making fake womanly noises. Oh, hi, dear. Welcome to your room.
Demanding Swifter to paint him like one of his French girls.
Yeah. What are you doing? Says Sam. And he complains that Sam behind me. It doesn't mean we're supposed to avoid attention. Yeah, but from who? We can do this one, I assure him. And now we can use all the lies we can get. I need a favor from her. Besides that, I can use some information too. And in the meantime, the door opens. This one? Are you the knob that you are calling me this one? Am I not the love of your life? As I look partially at Sean, I said, well, we are here, I guess. He invited us in, one machine, and so I assume that means the door is unlocked. I mean, it does not mean that the door is unlocked. It might mean that the door is locked and there's a secret way that only you know how to unlock it. Even if it's not, I do have to meet my machine right now. So, he does have a point. So you are saying that this is not
He,
a
he
wooden
didn't.
door.
He didn't say. He didn't say so. He said still.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
If he invited into the room, then that's an indication that he doesn't expect us to be barred from entering. I mean, yeah. Let's just say it wasn't for all. I actually tried to know them and then to open it. Sure enough, it does open. But when discovering this, it messes in my mind that I think this door is at least capable of looking. Considering the importance of the one inside, I, it wouldn't even surprise me if there was a magical stamp or two within this door as well. But since it is presently unlocked, it's probably safe to enter it for the moment. You can enter and you can use the screwdriver and look it from the inside. So you don't get caught. Next to trying to
Yep.
knowing who is inside is a slight indication that the door might be generally unlocked on purpose. After all, the one who's right inside usually wants her guys to be feel warmly invited. I say my nerves, then enter inside. As I do, her certainly follows me, after she simply wants to be concealed from other patrolling the hallway as fast as possible. I mean, yeah, but also know what you're supposed to tell God, right? But I got away from nostalgia, assailed me, and I've had been inside the room before. Not only did, not only is the decor familiar, but it shows the sense of the space. I mean, you would probably have some memories just by holding the door open, because you would definitely be here before. The scent of the one I love. No, it is the scent of the perfume she wears. Probably. Matching a few paces forward, this big hallway within the room to widen out to be a larger chamber. There's a lot of feminine and royal decor to display. But what captured my attention for the most is Princess Ariana herself, pushing her own maid in front of a mirror. Do you trust me? What is she doing that in Arden? Man, in there?
I don't remember, but
If I
possibly. It even flashes through my mind though that she might have had servants to do it for her. But Jasmine was.
no, Jasmine never trusted them.
Yeah, she was opinionated and independent as much as she could for that position. Yearned for freedom too.
I mean, for now, Ariana probably is in the same mood
Probably
because
could be.
you're with the eyes there.
Yeah, especially with the situation as it's been lately.
She feels a bit stuck though, like she looks back at me initially to the mirror, with several little lights around the rim of it. She empty short, then reached about in her stool to face me. I mean, that would be dangerous situation if she starts yelling that you are not here, you are not here, you are not here. Hello, princess. I mean, it's very fair to them to remain calm and calm. Instead of that, my voice can someone enough to hold me to win. Princess! Now that's how time to react. Immediately realized her own side. Oh, on side, not own side. I was like, wait, what? When it happened, it went into my mind. And it's a math isn't merely familiar with because of some process hung up in my perspective of the city. Although that is true too. You know that, however, she attempts to make a better connection with her subject. In bed appearances. Some are in public, and some are in secret. So what am I supposed to do? Just go out and smile and wave? Yes, that is entirely part of being a princess. Here we are, holding each other again. And she thought I was dead. In a way, it was true. So, is this meeting symbolic of me coming back to life? I guess, in a way. I mean, what happened to you? I was dead, then a doctor came and saved me.
There's a difference between dead and almost dead.
Yeah? I mean, there are people who were dead and then came back to life. Like me. I was one of the great to speak her to her again. But my words faltered and I witnessed her lips growing. Opening her lips, the subconscious effort to cover them. And tears rise in her eyes. When I see that, pain sinks into my heart to know that I had hurt her. But seeing me alive again, and making this with it a part of relief as well. All of this is all of this reminds me how much we love each other. Hi, Princess! First about the emotions I see unloadly is in the sense naivety, brings the eyes of Princess and I. I'm glad to see you again. Again. I'm a star. Pleased to meet you. Listen though, could you do us a favor by not telling anybody else we are here? If you can do that, that would be great. Oh, I said I can. But I she really is in the room. I can tell she hasn't learned all the important details yet, but I can also tell she is adapting fast. For instance, I can see her selling the clothing and conditions of me and my companion. Companion, right? If I'm telling her volumes, her natural lingers, especially long on my broken horn. Based on her reaction, I can tell she is not accustomed to seeing it that way, which indicates to me that the condition is recently occurred before I was dumped off on the street. Well, yes, thank you so much, Princess. You are truly a sweet girl. Oh my god. I saw. You are not a rock star. You are a rock star right now. You are slowly turning into Golden Glow. I don't know if it's an indication or just a mate. If it's just a mate, it's working.
Yeah, she was a Pegasus too.
Okay, let's put it another girl than that. Did you really think I was pretending to be sweet before? Ah, I also didn't know what to think. Yes, I admit. You said it seemed nice, but I wasn't sure how much trust I should put in your relative. After all, you might be, you might all be putting on that. Oh, why right of you, young court. The minute expected me to nod, and yet I smiled. Some do. It's pretty typical of the aristocracy. The what now? As I asked with a bit of confusion. You know, the aristocrats. Please, the aristocrats.
Aristocrats. Okay. There you go.
I love that movie, by the way. I even have it on VHS somewhere. The social elite made us amazed by a quality surmising which one of our last sentence confused him. However, you should also know that sometimes such policies do care for those they rule. And keep in mind at all times that we are all just police who try to make the best that they can out of life. And we are here in the back of our mind realizing I'm just a phony. He misses a who for the chance as he goes on to say. There's a number and worthy number to fulfill the potential of our kitty marks to the best of our ability. If we do, we will leave behind the few words they get. Instead, we can bring joy and laughter as much as we can. Yeah, that's why there's a whole group of thieves who are trying to stay alive.
Meanwhile, they're dancing and singing in the rain because they got their cutie mark specifically for thieving. So, if they do that, they're happy,
Yeah,
and they'll just sing like they're in a Disney movie.
if
I'm
you're happy and you
stealing
know
in the
it.
rain.
you
I'm
know,
stealing in the rain.
I'm sailing all the rain. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. The what now? Sounds good to me. I totally agree. Also, stop shaking. But when I move the skeleton bit,
I haven't been shaking, and neither is the rest of the viewers here. I think.
I mean, I was shaking with the camera. We all started when we heard a knock on the midnight door, followed by a man asking for me on with a 80%. I sir, are you right in there? I'm fine, Melodino. I said I called back. There's no need for concern. I am in good company. That might be a problem, saying that you are somebody there. Anything you want me to bring for your guest then? Let it be on of we need me to believe it is probably a maid. In response to a question, I was shaking my head. No, and my wife. And this time, it has called back. And it is response to my normal cue. Thank you for the offer though. My pleasure, my lady. My lady called back. That is her Fedora. But if you have need of me later, I'm just hurrying away. Thank you. I will keep that in mind. The man replied. With that, Melina leaves. I want to make it clear to you, too, that she has my excellent trust with an early bonus. Whatever you can tell me, you can tell her. You think if you would be safe with her too? But there is danger involved that I would not understand it to further police needlessly. So, this is my leader, right? There you go. This is my leader.
Okay.
Sorry. The only one Jasmine actually assassin.
Looks a lot like the tiger from Jungle Book.
I mean,
From what I thought it was
it
at
is
first.
the tiger from Aladdin. Yeah.
What was his name? I forgot.
It was which one? The Aladdin one or
Jasmine's pet tiger.
it was Raja.
Right, right.
I never find my reason of do so. So but to say, the reason I disappeared for quite some time, and that's how the same force would prefer if I remain gone. The special are the one guessing. I know and I confirm. The same. It changed recently. I am not further. Not even sure how or in what way, but it feels more dangerous recently. I mean, you already said it recently. More confident but a silly reason, I said. I see your intuition is a sharp maneuver, I comment her. For indeed, he is not the same pony that he was, and might not tell me his fault. Nevertheless, he stands as a clear, apparent danger, and I don't wish to suspend the danger needlessly. In fact, that's why I've come to you now. I don't want to spend the danger, so I came to you and spend the danger. Tell me how I can help. The person as she leaned forward in her seat. What I want from you right now is to watch after this little one, I tell her. Wait, what? That's what I said in the show. I want to stay here with the princess, I tell him. I asked her explicitly. You don't trust me? I mean, I remember her last night. That is not true. He always remembered the princess, and he always knew that he loved him for some reason.
That's why his sentence gets amended later.
That's I reminded me of complaining voice. I mean, not personally at any rate. Although because of my eye, I noticed that the fact that I had to call that fact as well. Because I tell him. Indeed, but there has much to change in that time. Many revelations have come to me, and in that, in turn, inform my opinion about whom I can trust. Although, I know the princess here is one of them. Stay here, and she'll take care of you. I know she will do that from the bottom of her heart. I mean, in a sense, we are mixing in other story as well. Which is another one of my favorites, and I do have it as as well. There you go.
There you go.
You know that one as well, right?
Yeah.
And you so you know why I'm saying that.
Yep.
But what about you? Esther argues. You said yourself, then you can use all the allies you can get. How is getting rid of me improving yours? I mean, yeah, that's how. I'm not getting ahead of you. I'm keeping your first idea and love safe. I correct him. If I do that, then I can focus on the rest of my mission more easily. Yeah, but this mission has become so much more than a mere pony at this point. He is as by a monster with powerful abilities. Abilities such as hypnotizing others with his mere gaze and modifying their memories. This part. Modifying their memories. If the memories are modified, you can only read the modified memories. Right? Because otherwise you wouldn't know your own story. Even if I explain this to myself, I know my wife is listening to this too. Therefore, I managed to explain myself to both simultaneously. This is how he told you to forget your life here? Or something else? I mean, not necessarily he might just have used just a normal knock on the head. Or slightly, yes, as I saw. Fortunately for us all, a more benevolent being from space has come to Earth out here with another fellow alien. And this being is one that takes a celestial personal trust built from prior experience with him. I, in turn, trust her, so I trust her judgment in this apparent pony as well. If you tell me that we can talk to the doctor, then I know he does have the means and motive to help us. Now, all that is left for me looking at the best fear that the hostile alien came in. Was it ever mentioned that that's the name of the spaceship before this?
Maybe between the doctor and him when they met. And I know that was mentioned earlier with between the doctor and the master, but Swifthope wasn't there at the time.
That's good before
It,
confronting this picture.
it also could have been told to him, sort of off camera.
Yeah, I assume it was off camera. That's why, because I don't remember the name. But I do, I will have had. But you don't know where that best player is, right? That's our text with me. If you both search for it, you can cover more ground. I think I have seen what you two are talking about, but I understand it. But that's most of our session. Where? I messed her. And the US Cathedral. Wait, it might have been. Yeah, it was named before. You know, most of them are done. Yeah, I know where it is. And the Cathedral, she answered, is being read as a new holy object. It's what began there too. The Grand Cathedral, got it. And I thought, just in case, can you give me directions to it? I was about to get a joke of that, if he didn't tell us.
Rush off after the Grand Cathedral. Got it. Bye.
I mean,
Slat.
even normal police would know where the Grand Cathedral is, right?
But not.
Maybe not all, every pony. I will do better than that. I had to decide. I will asking you that personally. That is not what I wanted. No, you will stay here with this kid. I want you to be safe. Really? That's what I said, Bradley. Then we can all go together. No, I am not at the top. You're missing with my Chamberlain, but I did not. I know you mean maid, but I have never seen a thing like this.
I saw that term in the Dark Crystal.
No, that's like a nice bullshit. You are always somebody very important to my husband, and he remains in his mission if he makes you alone. He said as much, and he meant it. I'm waiting for people to actually say that. No, you stay here as well. As I moved, as I looked down. No, well, don't worry. I'll take care of him from now on. I looked around me. My company. Nice company. Nobody else should question him anymore. But we probably should get him into a new outfit, just in case. He looked back at Teresa. Nobody will stop us from entering the cathedral either. I might even be able to get others to join our research. I will laugh if she brings out her main outfit. Guess my thing you like, right? I guess that's true. That's a partial land. Doesn't mean you're alive and safe. You are doing your own part to protect our nation. Or I understand him. Can you do that for us, young Quill? Have we thought this with this multiple and second Lucy?
Okay, right there, that comment was something my mother remarked upon. She was trying to give advice in the story earlier that if you want to persuade him to cooperate, make him feel involved.
Yeah.
In a useful way. And I wrote in earlier that Celestia mentioned that Aries Elza got her cutie mark specifically in being a princess. She's especially good at it. Even more than probably Celestia would be in that specific way.
You know what this reminds me of?
Although, probably less experienced, though, compared to Celestia.
Yeah. You know what this reminds me of? Giving your younger sibling a controller that is not plugged in.
Okay.
Yeah, you can play. Just then they feel that they are doing something. I just started saying and salute the princess as he more in the class. Yes, your majesty. Call me Ariana, Mrs. Mid. You might have noticed my Chamberlain doing the same. Actually, I did. That's a note. I thought that was unusual. I tried to be implemented in favor of closer and more pastoral relationships. Ariana is passive. Ah, gotcha. Let's start access with the wing. With the sound up actually glad. Let's get you moved into more formal attire. While we do that, you can explain to me further about what exactly is going on. I am still expecting that formal attire to be your main test.
I guess that would be formal.
I mean, they would never suspect him being in a main outfit, so... I'm still surprised that he never said the princess, no, you stay here as well. I involved you just by getting here, but all I need is information. I don't want to make you go into danger as well. I love you more.
At this moment, he doesn't have as much confidence in his leadership, and he just loves her so much that it's hard to oppose her.
And also, yeah, it's hard to say no to your loved one.
Yeah. It also might be a part of us thinking, what if she's onto something?
I mean, she is more capable than what you think.
I would say that I was surprised she entered the story here. I didn't know as I wrote it if she ever would, but ever since she did, she actually took a pretty prominent role.
I mean, yeah, I can
Uh,
see that she's actually going in. Knows where it is. She might be the one that says it, not him.
yeah,
He,
she had
they
to
might catch
race to
him.
catch up to all this information they had, and she did it really well. Um, it's something I wrote about her. She's very adaptable, especially socially.
Yeah, and somehow it's still not well to the video.
Yeah.
Even though that is why Celeste came, right? Because of the wedding.
That was supposed to be the official reason. It's why she was invited too.
Yeah, but they still opposed it a long time. Because Chekhov needed a lot of time to become a prominent thief, right? I don't know how long he disappeared for.
Well, however long it is, that's all the memories he's got right now.
I mean, he did make Castor escape a slavery. Then they went on a lot of journey together. So otherwise there wouldn't be so much trust in him.
Yeah, he had some time to build up a reputation in the Red Sands.
So I think he was a little missing for months. Or even for a full year. Who knows?
The moons.
So yeah, I wonder if the princess knows that he was dead or not.
Um, Celestia did mention the fact that Ariaz was suspicious about that.
Yeah.
Flat out refused to believe it at first, and then was wondering about it later.
But that was my theory of Ariana telling him that okay, let him live. That's why I will just marry you.
Nope. No, she was surprised to see him. Pleasantly surprised.
I mean she can still be pleasantly surprised to see him when he appears because that was a random appearance. Without invitation.
Ultimately, I'm glad she got stepped up and took a more prominent role in the story instead of being just talked about. Now she gets to, in story, prove that the words they said about her
Now we know
is
that she
true.
really exists. She's not just a poster princess.
Yeah, well, among the things that was mentioned earlier is the fact that she was seen in the streets and all that.
Yeah?
Yeah, Swifthoof was just admiring her from a distance until now.
I mean, Jasmine was seen in the things as well, but not as a princess.
I almost disputed it, so yeah, okay, now I have to agree.
Yeah, that's why I continue that, but not as a princess.
Alright.
And she kind of did the same by not being a princess. I do remember her
Correct.
giving a leper to a kid.
Yeah, this story mentioned the fact she took both roles. She had made public appearances, which I think that specific category might be more than Jasmine ever did. But she also went out secretly in order to make a more closer connection.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun when Ariana is here. I still don't trust her.
Red Star? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just fine.
Okay.
He is guilty until proven innocent.
I'm wondering if you're going to hold that opinion indefinitely. He's just guilty, period. When the story ends, I still think he's guilty. He might have been guilty of things that the story never mentioned.
I mean,
The
once
credits are
again,
rolling. The credits are rolling and you still calling shenanigans.
once again, he might be not guilty because he wants to be. We know the Vizier
Yeah,
has magic, so
right. Yeah.
in my
So
control.
why don't you ask Trixie in the background there? She's ever prevalent. She's been watching this whole time, and she's a
She
totally trustworthy narrator, right?
no, she's not gonna say anything because she matches the 2D image. And slowly fading away.
Well, you could say that, or she's slowly fading in.
Maybe worse. At the same time.
Ooh,
I mean, we now know that is not Trixie at the my count. That is Mirage.
oh, that's very sneaky then.
But yeah. In today's we are gonna continue this. Today or tonight we are gonna do one reading for the Houses of Justice.
Okay.
And tomorrow is not gonna be live, but if you are 5 minutes, we can record that death battle. You know, Mocha and Ruby. That we didn't do last time because I was sick. But thank you everyone for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.